What's up, y'all? It's your boy Samoht, and I'm chilling with my cousin, Duane.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into On Air with the one and only rock star on the mic. We've got our boy Samoht with us. If you guys do not know, I don't know where you guys have been. Samoht's like one of the dopest R&B artists. He has the project Exit. He's got Clear. He's got Alpha. He's got songs like Be Okay. And he's joined with us. Samoht, what's going on, bro? Nice to have you on the show today.
What's goody? I'm feeling good. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Listen, we're glad to have you a part of the show as well, too. We have been listening to your projects back from 2018 to now, today's time. I mean, look, it's still today's time. But to your collaborations with Luke James, to PJ Morton, to BJ the Chicago Kid, I'm just like, yo, you are exceptional. From originally from North Carolina, and then you moved to New York, and now you're in LA. I mean, doing big things. Congratulations on everything you've been doing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So, where did the journey truly begin with discovering your love of music for all the fans who, are familiar with your music, but they're not really too familiar with your background?
Yeah. I was watching Michael Jackson perform in a chair. I think he had sprained his ankle. I just looked at my aunt and I was like, I want to do that. She was like, you can do it if you want to. So I just was like, all right, I'm about to do what Michael Jackson doing, not knowing everything that went into it.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it started.
So you started getting up and you was dancing, or more so was it with the singing part?
So it was just like the performance aspect of it. I really didn't know what he did. I just knew he was singing. I knew that, but I didn't like know that he was like the greatest entertainer of all time. It was just like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
So it just felt like this is what I want to do.
Right. So did you grow up in the church? So that because you got this soulful, powerful voice. I'm guessing you grew up in the church, right?
Yeah, I went to church growing up for sure. Yeah, I went to a Free Will Baptist church.
Come on, Baptist church.
Yeah, it was fun.
And would you say that the church really helped you like really develop like your musical ability with singing and everything? Like what would you say like really helped nourish your sound vocally?
My grandmother was over the choir at a certain point when she was like in her older years. And my mom played the organ for the church. So she was like the MD.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be at all the rehearsals, like all the different choir rehearsals from like the senior choir to the children's choir. So if somebody didn't show up, my mom would be like, go sing alto, go sing tenor, go sing soprano when my voice was, a little higher when I was a kid. So, you know, hearing her and the chord progressions and everything, I would try to sing that. So that helped me develop a lot.
So pretty much just being present and kind of like learning by ear a little bit, right? So
Yeah, a lot
okay.
of learning by ear.
Okay. Did you ever learn like the note like actual like the notes and stuff like that and like all that? Like this is D major, this is minor. Were you learning that stuff at all?
Nah, not even. Even when I was in chorus, I cheated. Yeah. Shout out to my chorus teacher, Kathy Sherrod. I think she knew I cheated, but she couldn't prove it. So love you, Miss Sherrod.
Not the fact that you were cheating. That is funny.
I cheated. I did.
Cheated. So then that point on, then what sparked then how did you get into pursuing music professionally? Because that's where a lot of people, never quite understand the behind the scenes of when it comes to becoming an actual recording artist and taking that major leap of faith.
You know, I was in a few groups and I was like, I just felt like nobody was taking it as serious as me. Like there was a few. And I was like, you know what, I'm about to go solo. I'm gonna say I just go solo, and it went well. So um it was me learning how to like, y'all going in this direction. I'm trying to go over here. So I just started releasing music. Um Actually, no, I didn't start releasing music. I was making music and
Mm.
doing like photo shoots and like it was very imaginative. I had no real plan or anything. I would just do photo shoots and be like, well, whenever I get some music, it's gonna be the picture for the music, and it would be like years will go by. So it was literally me just dreaming, but I was acting on the dream the whole time.
No, but that's amazing that you acted on a dream because you already had the vision. And I always feel like you should already have like your plans in motion, where however the sound is going to be to the visual perspectives. And we might as well just talk about your visuals. And I love the fact that you have a lot of visual performances online. It's very artistic, even to the music videos, the actual full music videos that you actually have, very artistic as well. To the creative process in that space to visual to sound and immersion all those colors for you because it's colors and you be creating art, my brother. What is the process? What goes through your mind? What is the emotions? What is that natural intent? We want to know.
You know, as a gifted person, I feel that a part of that is what comes with that mantle is carrying the torch. So you got so many great artists before me. So if they have passed the torch to me, if God has allowed me to be able to do this at this level, I just feel like it's only right that I put my best foot forward. So I don't like half stepping at all. And it got to be iconic, at least for the moment. You know what I mean? So it ain't about being the best, it's about being my best.
Yeah.
You know, my best ends up being the best, but you know.
And I feel like you have done nothing but iconic things and have been at your absolute A1 best since you have stepped on the scene in 2018. What has that growth been like from your project in 2018 to now to Alpha that came out in 2020, but then to this new project for you that's coming out later this year?
I'm very sure in this season. You know, there's no like, yo, is it going to be successful? Is it, oh my God, is people going to listen? I'm just sure about everything. It's less about that and more about making really good music, you know, creating really good content and letting it do the work versus me stressing out about being dope.
And I feel like you don't have to stress about being dope because you are just naturally dope. You've got this style, you got this swag, so like that. Style wise for you, has your style always been the way that it's been, or would you say like over the years it's like emerged and it's enhanced more?
It's emerged. I think I always been like an eclectic brother, like just different from everybody else. But it's definitely emerged. I had my rocker phase one time. I had my phase where I was walking around looking like Ty Tribbett and GA and Soundcheck, wearing bow ties. Um, right now I'm wearing all white for the most part. Wear the cowboy hat sometimes, goofy hat. So it depends on how I'm feeling or what season I'm in my own life.
Yeah, but I feel like the hat thing really works from you, whether you're wearing a beanie or to wearing the cowboy hat. I feel like it really truly like fits. Like it like embodies. I wouldn't say it embodies who you are, but the clothing that you wear, you embody the clothing and it enhances truly who you are in expression for.
I agree with you. I mean, when I put on the hat, I feel I look fly, I look good. So, you know, and I do want to say that my head shape is nice. So to all of y'all haters out there that no, I'm playing.
So let me find out they hate on your head.
They be hating on me, bro. They be hating, you know what I'm saying?
Be like, stop hating. Your Southern roots within the sound of your music as well, too, can definitely be heard. Staying true to those Southern roots and then bring it into the sound of R&B and then giving it that very eclectic sound and stuff like that. How is that just being able to merge the sounds, but not putting yourself in the box?
You know, I just allow myself to be free in the music versus being like, yo, I'm a dark skinned guy. I gotta be sexual chocolate to everybody. I can only talk about sex. And I don't think that's fair, you know. Clearly, sex is being had here on earth because we all here. But I don't wanna that ain't the only thing that I think about throughout the day. Like I think about, I gotta pay my rent, the first coming up, or yo, I don't feel like going over there today, or like just different emotions that I feel like Black men don't get to
Mhm.
talk about because it ain't cool for us to really express ourselves. So I
Yeah.
kind of take those things and put it in my music, and that's got me a lot of traction with people. Like they feel like I'm their cousin, I'm their best friend just through the music, because it's almost like a conversation versus me just being this symbol of something.
Right. And I love the fact that you said that it's a lot of relatability and it feels like you're like a cousin and a brother. I like to say we have a friend circle, but you didn't step into our cousin circle. You are our first cousin now, Samoht. So
It's an honor to be a cousin of y'all.
right, come on, cousin. And your music and stuff like that, it's just really, really beautiful. I love Be Okay. That is like your top streamed song. But you not only have that, you have Let You Go, you have MySpace, which is other two fan favorites. But let's just talk about this Be Okay record and stuff like that, because it is definitely one that speaks to so many people in that relatability that we're actually speaking about right now.
Yeah, man. Be Okay was one of them songs that wasn't supposed to be on that project Clear.
What?
Yeah, because I was like, this don't sound like nothing I did before. And at the time I had a box that I thought I was in. And so I decided to step out of that box that I created for myself, and I just put it on this Clear project, and it just went viral. So it was produced by this guy named Abram Schaffer and my homeboy Wilkes. And yeah, Abram sent me he tagged me in a video of him playing bass to me singing, I will be okay, I will. And so, but what he did to it was so fire, and I showed it to one of my friends. I was like, yo, he was like, yo, you should hit him up and see if we can make a song. And that's how the song was created, off of social media.
And would you say that your collaborations sometimes come from people that you connect with on social media at
No,
times?
not at all. So I think that's why it was so special, because it was like an organic collaboration. It wasn't nothing like no management reached out to somebody else. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it was
Yeah.
just literally like you at the park and there's another kid at the park and y'all end up pushing each other on the swing type situation.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm glad that you guys were able to collaborate and collaborating and getting into the studio and just that process as a whole. What does that process look like for you? Because I know that everybody has a different process where it might be, they're at the keyboard or they're at the guitar or they're sitting down with a producer or they might just be writing. What does that process look like for Samoht?
I start out with music first. I really care about the cadence of the beat. And once I hear something, the melody just comes to me. Now in the past I have just um started out with lyrics and I had the melody and got somebody to play around my vocals. But with the resources now, I can start out with music
Oh,
and then go back and write. So that's what I've been doing lately.
and do you play any instruments at all?
A little bit. I have the ability, I just lack the skill.
Ah, so
Yeah.
you finna hone in on all of that this year.
The keys, not all of it, just the keys. Yeah, keyboard, I got you.
Okay.
I'm learning that for sure.
Keyboard. And let's talk about Alpha. You have so many amazing singles on this project. Uh,
Thank
and we talked about Clear.
you.
So I love that interlude going into Us at Night.
Yeah,
Can we talk about that record and just what was the initial approach for that?
I think that's what Mia Moore. Um, I was just like, yo, I wanna. That's really my introduction into me making meditation music.
I was going to ask you if you meditate. Do
I
you?
do. I do.
I love that for you.
should be able to feel it through the screen. I don't know if you.
Mm-hmm. No, listen. I can feel it through the screen.
Okay.
Listen. I feel it. I feel it through the music. Most importantly.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, it was just me trying to like, let me like sneak this on a project to see if anybody be like, boy, why you got this long track on this joint? But nobody said nothing. So I was like, okay. So I can give my fans like meditation music and they ain't gonna run their mouth. Because my fans can be a little.
You got some reckless fans. From me watching your live from the last couple times, I'm like, these little, I'm not gonna curse today, but they reckless. But I love the fact that they really ride hard and support you. And it's important to have that in your, in your fan base and stuff like that. When you developed the fan base for you, what were those key things? Was it to attract and to bring people into your community?
I think just that cousin effect. It was just like I didn't act like a star.
Mm.
I didn't have to. I was already a star. I just wasn't popular before they knew me. So I didn't wait to like, oh, I'm about to be fly now because I'm known. Like I've been fly, I've been doing this. Being fly is actually owed to me. So, it just when they would meet me, I would just be like, what's up? I wasn't like telling security or anything like, yo, nobody, I don't want to take any pictures. Like, I don't mind taking pictures. As long as I ain't got no crust in my eye, we good. I even asked people like, yo, let's see the picture because I want to make sure I look good. Because in the beginning, I was looking bad in them photos. I didn't understand. I said, I know I ain't even ugly. So I don't understand. But I learned how to pose a little bit. There's a certain way to stand. I was looking not needed at first. I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, I'm glad I figured that out. But yeah, it's just, I'm just relatable with them and I don't talk to them like you're a peasant and you're beneath me. And
right.
I mean, no, I won't.
You just be real honest.
Yeah, because I'm gonna still be a star regardless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that people can respect when their favorite artist or just meeting somebody that is blunt and being who they are, and it's not a facade, and it's not, somebody has said to me the other day, and I thought that this was funny, Samoht. Somebody DM'd me and they were like, oh, I want you, be a part of my platform. I was like, okay. I had, I made sure they had the standard management response, team response. It was like, hey, David's not available, but hit us here and we can arrange it, right? They said, oh, cut this out. Stop being Hollywood. But what's being Hollywood? First of all, that's a very overused statement for one. And then for two, I think that we have lost some people just don't have the brain cells of understanding where people are busy or where people are being really honest and saying, hey, like, listen, I'm not available. Or, hey, listen, would love to sit down and chat with you and stuff like that. But, hey, can we do this at an appropriate time? Or, hey, let's make sure I ain't got nothing in my eye before you want to take a selfie with me. I think that people aren't aware. You know what I'm saying? And I think that as we go on in life, to get to my long-winded point, right? Because I knew I was going somewhere with it. It's about discovering our self-awareness for ourselves, and then for people to be aware and alert as well too. So I can appreciate what you said, because there were some moments beginning where I would take pictures with people. I'd be like, wait a minute, why didn't we look at this? Or why were they so quick to take a damn picture? And the picture don't even look good. I mean, like, come on now. I'm like, you treating me like a damn peasant.
Yeah, some folk will do it, man.
Mm-hmm. And meditation. Let's get back to the meditation and stuff like that. So, what does meditation and what does relaxation? What does all of that Zen moment look like for Samoht?
As soon as I wake up in the morning, sometimes I meditate first, or sometimes I pray first. But between the two, I do both of them. I was getting on the side of the bed and praying like this, but sometimes I just be praying when I lay down, like, Lord, look, I got 10 more minutes. Let me have this in the bed. Um, but I will take a moment to just breathe, and I just pay attention to my breathing pattern. Nothing else that's going on. Just me and my lungs and air. Just to work on my focus before I start doing a bunch of riff-raff and jumping on social media or doing interviews. So that's what it looks like to me. Relaxation, I paint. Um,
I did see a blank Canva when you were when you were live the other day.
right here, yep, still here. Mm-hmm.
So would you say that like painting definitely like helps relax your mind as well too, to just kind of like, stare, kind of like focus and everything?
Yeah, even if you get like a canvas and you just paint it all one color, it's
Mm.
just it's like reading in a sense. Like reading is very like was for some people it's therapeutic. For some people it get on their damn nerves.
The
So
lazy ones, it is.
yeah. Okay. Or some people they just don't like reading. But for me, those two things, reading and painting, really it gets me out of the whole like you're an artist and you have to be you you better use your Fenty skincare because you got it's like let me relax. I'm gonna still do my skin routine, but I'm gonna go paint today. So it keeps me out of being a thing all the time.
Yeah. I'm sure it keeps you balanced because you have definitely have like a busy schedule. And how do you balance sessions for yourself, work collaboration sessions with, and then just being able to have that time for yourself? How do you balance that?
Having friends that like to go out all the time.
Mm.
Yeah. They love keeping me outside, so I have no choice but to balance everything. It's crazy because I used to live in Charlotte before living here in LA. So I went from Wilson, North Carolina to New York and then to Charlotte, North Carolina, like during the pandemic. In Charlotte, never went outside for real. If I did go to anything, it was like quick because I was always out of town. So moving here to LA, it's like I'm outside, I'm outside, I'm outside, and I enjoy it. But I think it's in a way that's therapeutic, going
Yeah.
to a park in a way.
When you growing up, were you like a very social kid and stuff like that, or were you like a little on the anti-social, or maybe like somewhere in the middle? How were you growing up?
Nah, I was a extrovert for real.
Okay.
Like jumping on the tables, jumping on the couches with the smile though. And like, not no, not one of the badass kids. I was a good kid. I just I got in trouble sometimes, but extroverted, always talking, always expressing myself. Yeah,
So LA's been really treating you well with just being able to like connect with more people and just go out and network.
I love LA.
Do you miss New York? Because I know for me, I miss that East Coast energy because I'm from Delaware. So New York is my original stomping grounds. Well, Philly as well too, would just like really get it acclimated to the industry and stuff like that. Would you say that it's definitely something you miss?
For sure. I feel like anybody that's lived in New York misses New York, even if it's a little bit. It's like it's a magical place. Like you can just walk outside and you get back home 2 days later because you met somebody at a corner store that was like, yeah, we're going to this party. And then you go with them to the party. Then they go to another event. It's Tommy Hilfiger house. You're like, what am I doing at Tommy Hilfiger house? They like, oh, we going come to my house and change clothes. I'm gonna buy you. We're gonna go to Gucci and get you some. I'm like, what in the world? What do you do? That's what New York is like. Because
Right.
everything is right there.
And then how would you sum up LA so far in your personal opinion?
LA has been like I do feel like I have a privileged LA experience because I moved here at Samoht. So, but with that being said, it's been amazing. I get into everything. See, this is kid me like, yo, this shit crazy. I be going there. I be going everywhere. I be meeting everybody. Like, I went to this party one time. It was literally like walking inside of Instagram. Like, if Instagram was a place, like in person, everybody, every influencer, like celebrity was in this building. I was like, yo, this is weird.
What event was it?
Um, it was like some club that I went to. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like this. I forget the event. Sometimes I don't be knowing what events I be at. Like
I can
recently,
imagine.
yeah, recently my friend asked me. I had a New York moment, but she used to live in New York. She was like, "Yo, I'm going to this event after this one." I was like, "I bet." And we ended up at the macro party. Had no clue what that company was. They represent a lot of like entertainment people, a lot of actors.
Right.
Amazing company. But with me working in music and having my head down and being independent, a lot of stuff I don't know. Plus, I've been in Charlotte for 2 years during the pandemic. I'm still doing this, waking up. So
Right. It is a wake up feeling for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So it's just I end up in a lot of great places.
That's amazing. And you've been able to meet and do some amazing things as well, too. I cannot not mention the fact that you did a Brandy tribute.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Like, Brandy is everybody's favorite. Now she a friend to she a friend of the show, so like that. She ain't a cousin yet. She damn near a sister.
Okay.
But she is just so iconic. Doing that tribute and then having the opportunity to meet her. What was that experience like? Because I know everybody's branding experience is different, but I want to know what your experience like with her was.
Nothing but love. She gave me flowers. She asked me to teach her some of my runs. That was crazy.
And you know she only do that for the sangers.
That was crazy. I gotta tell you, man, it's still a little weird to be considered one of the best singers of this time. That's still weird to me.
But you know what you are. Because let me tell you something. When I think about Brandy, right? I think about obviously Whitney, Diana, Shaka Khan. I think about all the greats, right? I put you right in the class with them. I put Luke in there. I put Brian Angel from Day 26 in there. And there's a few other names that I can't think of right now, some of. But I put y'all in that class because Vonzell Solomon. If you don't have you heard of Vonzell Solomon?
School me.
Amazing. She was on American Idol. When we get finished this conversation, we want to I'm gonna text you some things.
Okay.
Exceptional. But y'all are literally Luke as well. That are in that caliber of real, true vocal house performers. So that's why people say that you are one of the best voices and that you have that voice. Because, brother, you got that voice. And I'm just like,
Thank you.
just all of that. I'd just be like, he's incredible.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. It's I'm grateful. And just to be able to do the tribute, shout out to Catherine Bruton over at BMI who gave me a shot at doing the Brandy tribute. I was so nervous, but I got through
Yeah. What have been some of those artists that you've met that you would have never imagined that you would meet along this journey that you were just shocked that you had the opportunity to so far in your career?
it. One Brandy for sure. Um, Queen Latifah,
Oh, I'm jealous. I will tell you that right now, Simon. I'm jealous that you met the queen.
such a sweet spirit, so genuine. Um, Robert Glasper, I met him the other night. He has no clue who I am, and it was hilarious. Stuff like that don't bother me. It was just because I walked up to him, I was like, yo, man, what an application had to do a song with you. And he was like, yo, man, you got it. Let's go. As the conversation went on, I realized this Negro does not know who I am. I need to cut this now. But it was cool. I'll see him again one day. I think I'm gonna say her name wrong. Her name is Tiffany. I think it's Tiffany Goucher.
Oh yeah, you saying it right.
I
Yeah.
said it right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, she's fire.
Yeah. I met her the other night, and I didn't like go off like I wanted to. But yeah, that was an honor meeting her. She's so fire.
Way fire.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see y'all doing the record. And I'm gonna speak it all over your life.
Oh, speak it.
All over your life. Because Tiffany just gets it.
Yeah. She a real one too. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another artist that I met that I was like, yo, this crazy, is Donna Lawrence.
Mm.
Yeah, he gave me a lot of encouraging words. Yeah, he was my mentor while I was on that McDonald's tour. He don't even realize he was my mentor, but he was. I say Donna Lawrence and Smokey Norfolk because
Take us to church, Smokey Norfolk.
that man can sing.
Up and down and around.
Down, around. He'll sing anybody through a wall. Yeah.
A wall.
But that's a few. And Yolanda Adams. I could keep going, bro. I really love the gospel singers. Like when the gospel singers be walking up to me, I'm like, you think I can sing? That's crazy.
Because you be really tapped into that gospel. Like that's what you like, that's a part of you.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that there's always a misconception when an artist says, you know what, I'm gonna be R&B and soul, or I'm gonna be alternative, or I'm gonna be pop, or I'm gonna be this. But other genres be within the soul, in the spirit.
Yeah.
And God will not forgive me if I did not mention in this moment Prince and Michael Jackson as those artists that I mentioned in that box of greatness. I couldn't continue without saying that. So I gotta let people know we can't forget our favorites.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Whitney.
And Whitney.
Whitney.
And
you said Whitney, but I didn't, and I love
right. It's something about Whitney where you gotta take a moment to be like, I gotta mention Whitney fracking Houston, Elizabeth Houston again.
Yeah.
Whew.
But that's a few artists that I met that I was like, just eyes wide open, like, yo. Karen Clark Sheard too. Yeah.
Jesus. That one right there.
She told me I could sing.
That had to be a feeling. That had to be a feeling like confirmation.
I put it on my resume. It's up there now. I'll send it to you.
Oh.
No, I'm playing.
Gimme.
I put it on my resume. I'm playing.
You know who else that you met that is such a sweetie, that is a friend of the show, Don Richard. I want y'all to please, Don, I know you're watching here, there, everywhere. Please, can you and Samoht do a record? I need y'all to do a record, Samoht. Like I'm gonna text her when we're done and say, y'all need to do a record. Not next year, but this year.
Yeah, I love Dawn, man. Like, if she called me, I'm answering the phone. She came through for me on something, and I was just so grateful. I couldn't believe she told me yes. And this was like, I think, when I was still, like, coming up. Oh, I'm still coming up, clearly, but it was early on. She was like, yeah, let's do it. She a real one.
Mm-hmm. And she has such a love for independent artists, even though she has been in that major system and has had the success with Diddy, with making the band and stuff like that. But her as an independent artist, if it's not one person who understands getting out the mud and stuff like that, and really getting it in and stuff like that, and growing up with music around her just as much as you did too, and stuff like that, she is one.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of female artists that actually can sit there and say, I am you. And she will literally tell that to you. I am you. And she will be like, I'm down to support. In any way she can.
She really that one for real. Yeah.
So I need to see more of y'all for sure. And a little birdie told me, and I know I shouldn't probably be saying this, but Will Gibbons.
Mm-hmm. That's my boy.
I know y'all did a record. I heard the record. I love the record. I want to talk about collaborating with great artists, but I want to talk about collaborating with Will, not only just Will, because we're going to talk about Luke and we're going to talk about the other guys as well too. What is it like to work with an artist like Will and there just be this amazing brotherhood that there is? Because, you know, we talked about being Black men and stuff like that, and just where people can look at dark skin or where they can look at light skin and they can want a certain thing, but it's just one color, and we're painting colors.
Yeah.
We're united. Come on, David, you better say that.
Working with Will was like, it was super chill. And you know, when you first working with people, you're like, I don't know what to expect when I go, or when I walk in the room, I don't know what the energy gonna be like. That I wasn't even really worried about that. Because you could tell from online, like he's chill, super dope, super talented, but he's chill. And that's exactly what the session was. Now, of course, I'm like, all right, now, Lord angels, I need y'all to make sure I'm dope. We making a song. I need my lyrics to match up. I'm in here with Will and his brother. They're fire. I need to be fire too. And so, as you heard the song, the record is fire.
Way fire.
We had that record like a minute now. So
I can't wait for people to hear it.
Will, where you at?
He on his other phone. He over here on the phone. He on my phone. But it's such a great record. And I love the aspect of hearing both your voices, different tones and blending and stuff like that. And you've had the pleasure of working with Luke, speaking of another brother. You collaborating with Luke, and even on that record is so dope. And people pay him so much homage. And that project was so underrated, was Grammy Award nominated for such a project that people slept on. Being a part of that project, working with him, and just the dopeness that he is. How was that collaboration?
When I always think about that, I'm like, yo, he just hit me up on IG, was like, yo, I got a song I think would be dope for us. So I looked at my phone for a minute, like, I know I need to hurry up and respond, but why is Luke James messaging me about music? What's happening?
Right.
He sent me the record. Honestly, at that point in my career, I didn't give a damn what this song sounded like. I was gonna sing my ass off.
He was like, Luke James, then I gotta slide on in this.
I'm ready to sing on this motherfucker. But the record was dope, and I sent him the verse back the next day. I was done with it the day he sent it to me, but I got my homeboy to mix it and everything. And he messaged me back immediately, was like, yo, absolutely. I love this. So months went by, and I ain't think nothing of it, and he invited me to a listening session. And so, you know, you do records with people, and sometimes the record just don't make that project. So I went expecting nothing. So he played all the songs, and he was like, it's the last record. And it was the song that he and I was on, but his verse comes first. So the whole time I'm listening, I'm like, it's okay. You ain't on the song. It's okay.
You thought that you was about to be on that song?
I thought I wasn't about to be on the song. This is how albums go. Like,
true. That is true though.
We could have got Jacquees, anybody to be on the record.
I swear I would scream if I ever heard a Jacquees on the Luke James record. I'm just saying.
But yeah, he could have got anybody on the record.
Right.
So when I heard my voice on that second verse, I was like, oh, this about to change my life. And it did. So I love Lou James, man. Real dude, has treated me like a brother since the day he asked me would I be on a song with him. So
He's a solid dude, and we've had the honor to have him on the show numerous of times. And what I always love about Luke is his character has always been the same. He gonna be, if he's solid with you since day one, whatever that day one for you and him look like, it's always going to be the same.
yeah,
It's always going to be the same. Such an incredible individual. I'm glad that you have had the honor to collaborate with him. And then another friend of the show, PJ Morton. Like that record with y'all is just sheesh.
yeah. I love PJ too, man. PJ's hilarious. Me
Way
and PJ, we just laugh every time we're around each other. We don't really talk about music. We just be laughing.
I can see that because he just has like this very fun spirit, and you have this fun spirit as well too. And I feel like in life, though we are in this industry of music and entertainment, right? Sometimes it gets very overwhelming to talk about this, that, this, that, this, that. And some people think that we love to talk about it all the time just because we live it and breathe it. But that's not always the case. And we want to be able to have conversations that's not about the art always with our colleagues in the business, our friends in the business.
Yeah.
Because community is important.
For sure. It's definitely good to have a break from that sometimes. Clearly, with me painting and reading.
Right. And that's good that you do that. With this upcoming project, I know that you've been working extremely hard on it. What can people expect with this project? And what's one word to describe the project as well?
Different. Yeah, don't expect nothing you ever heard from me before.
Mm.
Yeah, this is like this a whole other era that I'm in.
That's amazing.
It's
Have you already shot the visuals for it too?
I haven't shot visuals for it yet. Yeah, I'm still.
I feel like it's coming because you a pre-planner.
It's mood boards all on this wall right now.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, I think this is the era of confidence. It's time. It's for me personally. I'm meant to release confidence out into the world. So that's what I'm gonna be giving.
And that's an amazing thing to give. And what does confidence look like for you? And what and how long did it take for you to get to know what that looks like for you? Because confidence is not something that is overnight for anybody. It's definitely a process. And a lot of people, as let's take it back to what we talk about it. And Black men, it's like that. Sometimes we don't have the confidence, even though we may look as good as we look, or our Black sisters or our white sisters, or just our brothers and sisters in all races, they don't feel that confidence, and it takes time to develop it.
Yeah, for me, releasing confidence, it's more of a spiritual thing for me because a lot of people, to get done what they need to get done, they need a certain level of confidence to get those things done. And there was a lot of things that I wasn't getting done or that I was procrastinating on because I lacked confidence.
Mm.
And I'm stepping out of belief and believing, and I'm stepping into knowing.
Powerful.
You know what I mean? So I know that I'm meant to do this. I know that I'm dope. I don't need anybody to tell me. It feels good. It's great. But it's also something that somebody's giving me. And it's like, what am I giving myself? You know? Like, did I wake up this morning and say, yo, you're dope? Did I wake up this morning and hug myself? Did I congratulate myself? Did I validate myself? So I've been learning that there's a power within me that I can use to uplift myself versus waiting for the outside world. So that's what I'm gonna be giving folk on this project.
And I love what you just said. And I love that you're going to be giving that confidence. And I feel like it's so inspiring. I'm just like and wowed and just in shock, just how you just said it, because it's just so dope. And I'm sure that somebody right now that's watching us or will see a clip of this interview is going to feel enlightened and empowered just by those words that you just spoke.
Yeah, and that would make me very happy because there's, people have given me words or I've heard clips and I'm like, you know what? Let me go start this brand. You know what? Let me go finish these songs. So that's what I want to be in the world for the rest of my life, assigned to other people to do it, to be better, to get up. So that's me. That's your boy.
We love that. And what would you say exemplifies Samoht, not just as a son, artist, a friend? What would you say exemplifies you?
It's a good question. I would say wealth exemplifies me. Like wealth, abundance, just being clear, having a lot of resources. And I speak on that from just what's within me, stuff that I overlooked. There's a lot of wealth in me. There's a lot of abundance in me. There's a lot of peace in me. So I sound like I've been in therapy, don't I?
Listen, but we encourage therapy. We encourage that here. And it's funny, my friend was just saying, David, you should probably do it, because I was telling her how I want to do it. But therapy just is a good thing. Even if you have you been to therapy?
I've been to therapy before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How was that experience open up things for you that you didn't realize were there, or things that were there that you needed to unpack?
There was some stuff that was that I needed to unpack. Like one thing I can share, my therapist told me that I was emotionally unavailable at the time. And I'm like, no, I ain't. And she was like, you are. Because think about it, you keep running into emotionally unavailable people. So just all around. And so I had to sit on that, and like the next 4 sessions, I was like, dang, you said I was emotionally unavailable. She said, now you need to work on letting that go.
Oh.
So yeah, she was doing me like this in the session.
Yeah, she was doing you like how your fans be doing.
So, I know how to duck though, you know what I'm saying? But she caught me every now and again, but I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that it's important that even when we are in our moments of being emotionally available, that we take heed into the things that people are presenting to us. And sometimes it's not a bad thing to be emotionally unavailable. I think that sometimes it's looked at as a bad thing because there's always these misconceptions when people say this is this and this is that. But I've been so emotionally unavailable for the last too many damn years, Samoht. It's not even funny. People be like, oh, you want to be in a relationship? I'd be like, no, I'm not available for this. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm available for me. I'm available to giving and to being that type of person. But it doesn't mean I have to be emotionally unavailable or available. I'm just who I am. And I feel like that's great that you are just who you are, and that you went through the process of therapy, and that, wealth and clarity is things that exemplify you.
For sure.
Yeah, we love that for you. So Samoht, I just definitely want to say thank you so much for being a part of the show today, being one of our cousins, or one of our first cousins, because like I said, we don't got any cousins. Samoht's our first cousin now. And for people that are not already following you, where can they follow and keep up with you in your journey on social media? How can they be a part of your community and tribe?
If you want to be a part of my community, follow me at Samoht Music on everything: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. What's the other thing?
Did you say Twitter?
I did. Oh, no, I ain't got no Snapchat. That ain't me, y'all. That's not me sending y'all that stuff. That's not me. Yeah, that's where y'all can find me. Samoht Music, SAMOHT. Music.
People ask you if you have Snapchat and you not have it.
I don't have Snapchat.
Have people? No, I'm saying have people ask you if you've had it before?
Yeah, apparently some people make fake pages and they be like talking to people and sending them stuff. That's not me and that's not mine. I just want to let everybody know that.
He's on the platforms with a verified check on it.
I'm dark skinned, guys. Sorry. Ladies, calm down. Yo, it'd be crazy, like the fake pages, and then people be hitting me up like, yo, I thought I was talking to you. Oh. I stopped apologizing for it. I used to, God, I'm so sorry. How much they have you send them? They be like 500. I'm like, oh, Lord mercy, 500. I wish it was me. So
I'll be like, no, you sent it to the wrong cash app.
Yeah. No.
Oh man, that is funny. And then how soon can we expect the new music? Because that is definitely what they want to know. And then they want to also know how soon can we expect these live shows? Because you a vocal house performer. We gotta see you outside in these streets, on them stages.
I'm planning a lot of things ahead of time, but I will be dropping something musically in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, we ready. So this new era is almost here.
Yeah, we in a new season, we in a new era. So to all the producers that need to send me stuff, y'all hurry up. I done said it on this man in a podcast. Y'all hurry up.